It is Winter Wildcards Day today, and there are an insane amount of crazy SBCs leaked. We have the full team as well as the stats confirmed. We've got more changes to Weekend League in terms of qualification for Weekend League. That is good for us, but man, it just shows you how much of a waste of time some of these changes really have been this year. But we'll get into that more in a little bit here. The market right now is on its deathbed. It is so bad. It got worse since yesterday. We'll talk about everything that you might find to be pertinent information today. And also, before we play our ad, if you guys leave a comment down below on this video and like it, but leave a comment down below, I will answer it on my second channel. I'm gonna make one of those videos again. I usually do them like once or twice a month. Any comment, anything at all, I don't care what it says, it will be read on the second channel in like a day or two. If you guys would like to buy coins, you can go to mmoxp.com. There will be a link in the description. They are the cheapest and safest option. You can use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. And okay, so first of all, yes, thank you for being here. I'm on this Evo screen because I wanted to show you the Evo I'm trying to complete. That's Jeffrey Schlupp there. And this is what that Evo chain is and what it'll look like actually at the end. So it's Incisive Pass Plus, Tiki Taka with some really nice all-around stats there. I picked him because he's Prem, a little more original, right? You won't see as many Schlupps as you'll see some other guys that you can choose here. L choice, awful choice, great choice. Let me know what you guys think. I think he looks awesome, but this Evo was very good today. But a lot of the stuff we got today, the daily login, the crafting upgrade, I mean, the best of, a lot of it looks really, really good. So I think we're going to see probably a lot of good content coming up for us here. This is so much better than the Centurion's crafting upgrade that we had, and XP for next season if you want to hold on and wait as well. So like we've been talking about for the last, I'd probably say month, right? You know, are there any changes that indicate a lack of player base as much as EA would like there to be, right? And once again, guys, we are going to get for the new season, we'll talk about that first right now, another change in FUT Champs qualification. You'll now need, you'll never believe this, 2 of 5 wins. It's the exact same as last year. So basically a month before Team of the Year, one of their changes, they completely have gone back on now. It's back to exactly what it was before. And the only reason I think Rivals points won't go back to what they were last year as well is because the Rivals rewards are just better. So it's not going to fucked up. This is a very good change for a lot of people who couldn't qualify. Like, this is a great change for you guys. You can just get more access to better rewards now. The way the game modes are, they're not formatted very well. If you don't have access to a whole nother game mode, that can suck for you, and hopefully this can help you. And some are saying that it might be 2 of 6 as well, like 2 wins out of 6 games, because there's 6 games now, but people have said that it will be just 2 of 5 now. But that number might go to 2 of 6 as well eventually. So keep in mind here, great change, okay? It's only good. However, man, what a waste some of these changes have been. I mean, they really did clearly underestimate how much people wouldn't like those changes to FUT Champs when you give people access to something for years and years that is relatively not easy to get into, but relatively easy, I would say. And you're like, oh yeah, actually we're gonna make it a lot harder. But then we make rewards over here better, right? Like, don't worry about it. Every game mode gets sweatier. People don't like it as much. Oh, oops, they don't play the game as much anymore, because this indicates to me that obviously people are not playing Champs. At least it's Champs. Maybe not even like the full game itself. At least Champs not as much as they would like to, because otherwise those changes just wouldn't happen, in my opinion. The amount of times we've seen them go back on that kind of stuff shows me that they definitely think that they probably messed up doing that. So we should give them credit for going back on it, but obviously just what a waste, right? Just a complete waste of time. And okay, we didn't even talk about this yesterday because this leak came out about 4 or 5 hours or so before content yesterday. Butragueño came out as an SBC, and Technical Plus, I'm telling you, is crazy post-patch. Finesse shot, first touch playstyle, Poacher plus. I think Poacher's insane. This card is going to be great. I've not used him, 5-star weak foot as well. This card's going to be great, but there's a reason they dropped this today. I'm telling you, there's a pretty big reason, because there's so many SBCs leaked right now that let's get into. We're going to start with the SBCs, and then we'll go into like the full team here, because we have the full team leaked. The first one is J. Roberto, coming as a Winter Wildcard SBC soon. We don't know the dates on these. Some have official stats, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. I don't think these are his official stats here, but many of the top cards do have 2 playstyle pluses in this coming promo, so we'll talk about that when we see the full team. But crazy start there. We keep on going. It's Socrates. Socrates is going to get another SBC just like last year. I think he got one, right? I know for sure we do have his official stats. I'm gonna look at those right now. Yeah, they're right here. Now, only 1 playstyle plus, and it's a change of the playstyle plus, which Power Shot plus is still fantastic. I just selfishly do prefer myself Incisive Pass plus. Like, I would rather have him with that one, so I'm a little upset by that change. But Power Shot plus, some of you are gonna like better, so it's not that big of a deal, and the stats look very, very good on him. Could have 5-star skills as well. And they don't stop here. We got 2 more. We've got Diego Forlan and Claude Makalele. day as well. We're supposed to get one a day. Some have said one icon and one player SBC a day. I'm assuming it'll just be one SBC a day. And we also do have Forlan's official stats, I believe. Yes, right here. And Travella Plus, you know, that's not nearly as good as Power Shot Plus. And we do also have Makalele's official stats, and Jockey Plus is awesome for a CDM. I think that's like the best spot for a Jockey Plus player, and the stats kind of look like a normal Claude Makalele card. Nothing too insane, but still decent, and the icon chemistry should help a lot. So we keep going. We've got Leroy Sané SBC, and these are his official stats as well, and these look great. Finesse Shot Plus, high pace, high dribbling. This one will definitely be a fan favorite, depending on how expensive he actually is. We got a couple more still. We got Nuno Menj SBC. These are not his official stats. These are just predictions here. And a couple times now I've seen this question of like, do winter wildcards grant full chemistry? I don't think there's any chem boosts on winter wildcards. I am like 99% sure. So unfortunately, no chem boosts. But hey, Jesus Navas, he retired like last week, I think, and he's going to get an end of an era, and these are his official stats too. And once again, sort of your typical Jesus Navas card in Ultimate Team. Low physical, low shooting, but kind of high everything else there. Rapid Plus is all right for a right back. It's not crazy, but they usually make end of an eras very affordable, so that should be nice. And then obviously, like we talked about yesterday, the other player of the month card coming is Jude Bellingham, so we're waiting on that card as well. And there was this from AC, which showed this Frankowski card down here that I guess is coming as well as an SBC that I didn't see anywhere else. I just saw it on this tweet. Oh, and here are Nuno Menj's official stats as well. So if you want to take a look at his stats, they're right there. Quick Step Plus. Looks like none of the SBCs coming will have 2 playstyle pluses, but we do have like 7 or 8 cards with 2 of them, and we'll talk about those in just a second. AC also says that there's a nice Premier League player coming as well. Now, why he can't tell us when clearly he knows what it is, I don't know, but I guess we can look forward to that also. And here we go. We got the full icons and hero team now for winter wildcards. We'll zoom in a little bit here, and 2 playstyle pluses on R9. Carlos Alberto is going to be in the promo. Both his versions have 2. A CDM version for Carlos Alberto is pretty awesome. I mean, you can't afford him, so I don't know why I'm saying it's awesome. All these 2 playstyle plus guys, I mean, you are not going to be able to even touch because there's so few of them. It's like Team of the Year last year, honestly, where they're going to be very, very expensive, so the pack weight is extremely low. Like, you're not going to be able to use 2 playstyle pluses at all, really anytime soon. If we are being very cynical and nitpicky about this promo coming up here, things look very good, but let's be honest, this is going to be one of the most pay-to-win times, because if you do have 2 playstyle pluses on a card, the difference between 1 playstyle plus and 2 playstyle pluses is pretty big. You know, sometimes you end up with like a 3 and 4, like when we're towards team of the season, right? Not as big of a deal, but the difference between 1 and 2 can be a lot. And right now to have 2, you're gonna have to spend that guap, and it's gonna be pay to win. But FIFA's always pay to win, so like, you know, it's not that out of the ordinary. Yaya Touré's in there, who looks crazy. Paul Scholes, Haji, Dina Talley's got 2 versions, 1 Travella, 1 Finesse Shot Plus. Mascherano has 2 versions, and Alaweron's in there as well with 99 base pace, of course. Scholes is 99 passing as well with Incisive Pass Plus. That card's gonna be crazy. Hopefully he's not gonna be too expensive, but don't think any other hero or icon has any 99 stats there. And now on to the full actual team. We'll take a closer look at this one as well, and the top players are the only ones with 2 playstyle pluses once again, right? So they have the best stats, also with the best playstyles, like De Jong, Tiki-Taka, and Incisive. That is a crazy combo. Center back Erling Haaland is genuinely the best center back in the game, guys. Bruiser and block, and then these stats right here. Yeah, Haaland is the best center back in the game, probably, or at least top 3. I mean, that's ridiculous. Vinny's in there. We saw him already. Hansen makes it in with long ball plus. De Jong's got 2 versions. Declan Rice is in the promo, and that's where the 2 playstyle plus cards end there. But also kind of strange that we get 2 players with 2 versions. Oh, no, 3, sorry. Holland, Vinny, and De Jong with 2 versions, and then that's it. No one else has 2. So what was really the point in giving them 2? I don't know. I'm being nitpicky, but Pedro Porro, Lukman's in there. Lavelle, these cards are official, by the way. Lacazette, technical plus. Looking pretty good. Al-Dossari, any other interesting cards? Icardi and Undav both have 99 shooting. So Icardi, 99 shooting, Finesse Shot Plus. Undav, 99 shooting, Power Shot Plus. That'll be interesting to see how good those 2 cards are. And down here, we've got, let's see, Mark Gahey is in there. We've got Vanden Boomen, and that's kind of all. Sarawi, I think, has got 5-star skills, right? And those stats are pretty bad, but he's got Quick Step Plus. I didn't realize how good this Lavelle card looks. Wow, left back Lavelle with those stats is pretty crazy. But anyway, seeing all of this stuff, I mean, what do you really make of it? The pack weight really is going to be the determinant here. It's funny because the selection of promo players kind of means not really much to anybody anymore, I feel like. I mean, I guess if you're running a player RTG, it definitely can mean something to you. But SBCs and content matters way more to people than like the selection of players in a promo nowadays, which is so much different than a few years back, right? I think that's just kind of like the promo fatigue a bit, where every Friday for 4 years now, different promo, we see the same things a lot. So I think it's more so nowadays content and SBCs that get people more hyped up. And speaking of that, we got 82 by 14 3 times a day for 12 days. So that is great. It's one of the best things they've added this year, honestly. We'll have 36 of them to open during Team of the Year, of course, which will be awesome. Now we've got a gamble pack leak here, 87 plus base or Centurion's icon added to come soon. So looks like we're going to get probably the best gamble icon pack of the year so far, which no surprise that we get this during the exact same time as we're getting all of the great SBCs, right? Smart from EA to do it when no one's got any fodder. Also, I talked about yesterday the daily Evo rumor that I saw somebody tweet about, and FUT Agent, who's got the Evo leaks on tap. You go to his Twitter account, he replied to like 20 people on if their card can fit in one of the next evolutions or not. So if you want to go like read through his tweets here and see and get an idea of what cards can fit in an upcoming evolution, then you can go look at his tweets. And then Unique Riggers, who's got like usually pretty well-informed, level-headed takes, says at the start of the game, EA wanted to make champs the hardest it's been for years, but guessing the numbers have not looked good, so now they are making it easier to qualify once again. And down here, he's talking about a friend he had that gave up after 6 weeks of the year this year because he just couldn't qualify for Weekend League. And not to beat a dead horse or anything, but it's just funny to me that they made champs harder, and then what was like the game mode that casuals probably loved? Squad battles, because you played against the AI, and then you got rewards for playing against the AI. But then what'd you do this year? You made squad battles harder. So, oh look, I fucked over all the casuals, and where'd my players go? I mean, I'm not a casual myself at all. I play this game every day. I'm a hardcore player, and I know, and I think all the hardcore players know, at least they should know. Some of them probably don't, but they should know. If you fuck over the casuals, I mean, you are an idiot. You are gonna kill your game. The ecosystem needs both the hardcore players and the casuals. They cannot exist without each other. A great game is good for both. This game wasn't at the start of this year. It just wasn't. So it's just a waste of time. And yeah, the market, I mean, there were some cards that were on this momentum's trend yesterday that are on here again today. You've got left back Davies, who is minus 137, minus 59%. I mean, oh my God. Elise was on here yesterday. He's on here again, minus 29%. This market is dropping so much. Vinny is minus 619K. Sorry if you had them, but this really is honestly bigger than I expected it to be. Is it buy time? Really, could it be buy time actually? Well, part of me actually does kind of want to say yes to that because, I mean, it's going down like crazy. And usually the second weekend of Winter Wildcards and then the weekend between Winter Wildcards and like that Team of the Year prep, the market does really well. So I want to make sure we buy before then. And honestly, I am leaning more towards if you are buying a team without the players that are like Rashford, like this card's 3.3 or an icon that's like 2 million coins. I wouldn't really worry about like buying like, I don't know, Puskas 1.6. I would guess he just kind of keeps dropping. I think the cards that will probably do the best are like that Delict card I just saw. This card's 101,000 coins with Anticipate. Keep in mind here, those 2 playstyle plus cards appear to be just on the absolute best of the best. You're probably not going to afford them. So 1 playstyle plus cards aren't going to be like way out of the power curve or anything like that during this promo. So honestly, I would guess that I'm probably going to buy my team because I'm not buying millions of coins plus cards. I'm probably going to buy it tonight. I probably am. That could be a mistake because Friday content comes out and it's like, oh my God, crazy SBCs, more panic. But to me, people on this game are more in tune with the market than ever. I think this is like kind of that to me. It's what it seems like on the outside looking in. I could be dead wrong, but you know what? I'm going to take that risk and I think I'm going to probably buy some cards tonight. And Fodder, guys, I think it's going to be a great buy at some point. The question is just when, because so many SBCs are coming, but then also we're going to have a ton of packs being opened today for Winter Wildcards. So this is also a bit of a risk. It always is prior to a Friday release, but I do kind of think that 90s are pretty cheap right now. If you can get them at 22,000 coins, like that's a great buy to me. When the gap between 90s and 91s is like 28, 29 and 21, 22, that's a pretty big gap there for 90s. 89s are kind of at their baseline right now. To me, I'm probably going to buy these before the promo as well. It's risky buying both. You might want to sort of hedge and buy one one after the Friday release and then buy one before, but I'm going big sack. I'm buying everything before. You know what? Fuck it. I'm doing it. I'm gonna go do it in like an hour or so right now. But okay, let's read your comments now. And once again, if you missed that part in the video earlier, if you leave a comment on today's video and like it, I will reply to it on my second channel. Sudden Death COD says the party bag does not say player pick. My Swedish friend who lives and speaks Swedish says it says player card. Well, unfortunately, they actually removed the description, so it's definitely compensation worthy. They changed it very quickly after. It was like 30 minutes after it kind of went viral in the FC sphere, so I think they might have changed it by the time your Swedish friend saw that. That would be my guess. We got Miralix, who says, I'm honest, I enjoy FC 25 more than FC 24. Every goal in 24 was a cutback after some extreme auto pressing. At least the goals in 25 are a bit different. Still bad, and the rebounds are horrible though. Love the content, bro. Thank you. And I said this last year that they could give us a pile of shit gameplay, which is kind of what this is. Debatably a little bit better than pile of shit. Maybe it's a let's see. Maybe it's a pile of garbage. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's a little better than shit, right? Garbage and shit. Garbage probably you'd rather have. The game wouldn't be dog shit if the auto pressing was gone, and that kind of is gone. We have to think about just how easy it was to play the game last year. You have to make like it somewhat casual friendly. Like there needs to be a skill gap, but there also needs to be a sort of like kind of a safety net for casuals to like learn the game. But my God, the auto press was not the way to do that. That was awful last year. Abacus Frost says background looks like my bathroom floor. And then I said 17 hours ago, pretty shitty bathroom floor to be honest. Joshua says someone's a bit too salty about missing all the compensation packs, and that's coming from someone who ain't had a single one. Crying laughing emoji, crying laughing emoji. And listen, I'm not salty, I swear, says every salty person ever. But actually, though, I don't care if I miss it. It's more so just the fact that this even happens in the first place. It's just so crazy to me. I don't really blame the community too much for trying to take advantage of EA's mistakes because they just, you know, we bend over and we take it in our assholes on a daily basis. So, like, us trying to get one back on them, no matter how annoying it is, like, it's hard to complain too much about that. It's just tiring to see all of that when you know they're probably, like, spending money or coins on the game. Like, they're dropping, 1,000 FIFA points because they're mess up, and they get a 2-for-1 pack, and they get dog shit in both packs. Like, that's where my frustration comes in. I think that's where most people's frustration comes in a bit there. And then Rob Fut says now EA just need an Evo called Futmas Feeling that gives boosts and the old Futmas cosmetic look from like 2018. If they brought back like throwback card designs, that would get me to actually spend coins on that shit. 50,000 coins for an old Futmas, like Futmas FIFA 18 card design, I would be spending that unapologetically as well. I would be dropping that sack. What? Why would I be dropping that sack? I'd be dropping my wallet, my coins, not my real money, my coins on a Futmas cosmetic from FIFA 18, not my sack also. I don't know. I'm done. Thank you all for listening and being here. Appreciate you all. Have a wonderful weekend. Love you all.